Hi, my name is Tessa, and I am a special education teacher at an elementary in Michigan. And this is my ninth year teaching special ed, but it is my first year in this district, in this building. So even though I've been teaching a while, there's some moments, obviously, where I feel like a new teacher because so many things are different between even building to building, especially um, district to district. So it is now March, and I'm continuously trying to, improve my room, improve, things that I do. So, what I've decided is when I came to this room, I have a resource room, so I pull students from their general education classes. Um, I pull all of them for a 25 to 30-minute period each day. Some of them, depending on their needs, I see more often. So there's some students that I see multiple times a day, um, but they are always in that 25 to 30-minute period of time. And I also do some push in. Um, so when I came here, I had a lot of books like in my classroom library left over from the resource room teacher before me. And so I kept them, and what I did is this is my library you can see behind me. What I do is I have these bins and I just label them with guided reading letters. And that's something that I used in my previous school. Um, so, like this, I've got an L in on a electric tape. I found that electric tape is the easiest to peel off, and it doesn't. It's a much lower chance of like ripping or destroying the item that the tape was on. So I've got the letter there, and so I brought books from that I've had before that were my personal books. I brought them here. I did that letter on so that all of the books had it. Um, I use BookSource Classroom as my like classroom library website that I use that I can keep track of all the books that I have. And when I have a student check out a book from my room, they stay in my room, they stay in their baskets, but I can use that to like check out, and then later on, like weeks later, if they're like, I don't have a book, I'll be like, yeah, you do. We'll have to look for it. Um, but this school, they do AR, they use Accelerated Reader. So all the students in their gen ed classrooms use Accelerated Reader, and students are motivated by that. They want to read books in here that have tests on Accelerated Reader so they can get points and earn things in class. So a lot of the books that were already here had that information. They had the level and the point. So this is level 2.6, and it's worth half a point for AR. None of my books had that. So me and a para worked a lot to get those all labeled and written in at the beginning of the year. But as the years has passed, I've realized I don't have time for students to read long chapter books. I mean, I have district approved curriculum that I need to use for all my students, and I have a few other tasks and activities that we do, so they don't have a lot of time to read books in my room because um, I want to be able to give them that intensive one-on-one or small group time. Um, so I decided that I will need to take out all the long books and replenish my library with more shorter books, high interest but lower skilled, so that my students can use them and read them and feel successful. I want to focus on having them choose like shorter books so that they feel successful sooner and they can get those points and feel accomplished and not like, oh, I have this long book I have to read. I don't want to read that book. I have a box of books that I just like for free books that I have a free book day throughout the year to just give to my students. So this year I had a free book day before Thanksgiving break, before winter break. I'm going to have another one before spring break, and I'll have one at the end of the year. So nothing major, but just something, books I pick up at Goodwill, like cheap books, but are in, not necessarily new condition, but like nearly new or reasonable condition, um, where I know a kid wouldn't be like, this is gross. Like, why are you trying to give this to me? And because I know a lot of my students don't have books at their level to read at home. So I just went through a few weeks ago and I took out a lot of the longer chapter books. And I want to go back and go through them one more time. But I have been on a shopping spree buying books. And so I have two toddlers. I have two kids at home. So I'm always collecting books for them too. So it kind of works out, like once they get older, I can use some of those books and bring them to my classroom. Or some books that I get that I don't think might be used very much here, I could bring home. So it works that way. I just got a couple of these recently, and I have students who love the I Survived books, but they're generally a little too challenging for them to read. So I got a few of the graphic novels, and I really like this. Like, I like comic books and graphic novels, so I'm excited to have these. And I know when I showed a couple of my students, they're like, what? So this is like so nice and so new and looks so good that I put the AR information in the inside, and I also put the guided reading level, which is L, and I also added the AR test number because kids are always like, where's the test number? It's like, well, just type in the title, and it takes longer to type in the title, so that's easier for them too. Hey, so it is now 2 days later. It's Friday, March 4th, and I'm just gonna go through my books. So I try to get creative with all the places that I could find cheap books, and there were some places that were really good that I found some good deals, and other places that I was hoping for, like Amazon. I was hoping they had more deals on kids' books, but they didn't really have what I wanted. So I do have a few from Amazon. So I got Volcanoes, which is a level 2 book, and then Dolphins, which is also level 2. So I tried to find some non-fictions because most of my books are fictional. One of these was $3 and one of them was $4, and that's the most money I've spent on books. My local library has a Friends of the Library store. So the city has different locations throughout the area, and so all of those branches send all of their old things that they don't want, that people might not check out anymore or getting old and not in great condition, and they send it to their Friends of the Library, and they sell things for super cheap. So I went there last week, and I happened to go there on the last day, like a 10% off sale. So I got 8 DVDs, and they're normally $1 each, so they were 90 cents a piece. Then I got a bunch of books, which were either originally 50 cents or $1. And altogether, the total was like $16. So that was pretty awesome. So those that I got: Plants and Animals of the Great Lakes, Level 1, Prince and Princess. What's Great About Michigan? I thought that was pretty cool. Star Wars, Magic School Bus, Sword in the Stone, a little older, but that's okay. Gingerbread Kid Goes to School, Black Lagoon book, Cars book, Emperor's New Groove, Race Day, another Black Lagoon. Werewolf Chase, it's a mystery. This is Alice Meets the White Rabbit, book about manners. Alice in Wonderland is one of my favorite books personally, and so I have a lot of different like versions of it at home for my girls and me. So that's a home book. But anyway, all that plus 8 DVDs for $16. So if you have a library near you, I would do it because all that for $16 is a really good deal, and they're in great condition. Like even the older books are in good condition. So I was really excited about that. The next place I got books was Facebook Marketplace. So I was just searching constantly, like regularly, for like lots of books, like a lot of books, a book lot. Um, and I found a lady, and she had two different groups of books. And I ended up driving like 30 minutes, 35 minutes to see the books, and I wasn't sure exactly everything was going to be in it. So that was a bit of a drive. But I ended up getting one of them. So I got one group of books for, I want to say that was $30, the one that I got. And she was just someone who like homeschooled her kid for a while. So she just had a bunch of books and she didn't need them anymore because her child got too old for them. So what a day for flying. And it's got Get Ready, Get Set, Read. And I haven't seen that kind of book before. But so a couple Paw Patrol books, and they've got stickers in them, which I'm not like crazy about in my classroom, but I figure if a student reads a book and they want a sticker, that's fine. And actually, I got a few more of these, but they're at home. I gave them to my daughter. And then like 12 Phonics Pack. So Disney Phonics. It's got 12 books in there. Short I, short A, long U, and then another sight words. So 12 book pack again, but it's for sight words. Scholastic. So again, they got guided reading levels on the back for letters. A through D. There's just so many systems. So these are pretty simple, like pretty low level. Like level A is I am big. I am small. So, and then at the end it's got like sight words and discussion questions. Sorry. And then there's level B, level C, level D. I saw a dinosaur, so level D is growing reader, learning to sound out long vowel sounds. So it's got longer. So it's got like a whole sentence in there. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16? 16 of those. And a giant thing about books. So that's pretty cool because I currently do not have any Bob books. So that was a great haul. It was longer than I really wanted to drive, but the gas money and stuff, but it worked. A nice thing that I realized in doing this and going to all these different places and getting all these books that I may have never seen before, I find it actually kind of helpful because like I hadn't heard of those level A, B, C, D books before, and now I know they exist, so I could even like Google or look on eBay if I wanted more of those. Because I mean, there's so many different kinds of books. There's like I can read books at different levels, step into reading books at different levels, like scholastic reader levels. Nice to know there's so many options out there if there's like one that I like. Another place I got books was from eBay. Bought two different groups of books from two different sellers. I haven't actually gone through them yet. I thought it'd be kind of fun to keep it a surprise, I guess, for myself. So one group of books, I got 9 books from Step Into Reading, like new, and I paid $9 plus $4 shipping. And then I spent $13 free shipping for 15 level 2 books. I would love to get all my books for like a quarter or like 50 cents, but that's just not possible. Right now it's wintertime, so garage sales aren't a thing, but I always check garage sales every summer, and I always get new books through that too. Zach's Alligator, there's some, bends in the cover trying to get the glare on there, but it's not too bad, and there's no writing in it, so that's cool. I just hate writing in books. Like, even when I was in college, when I would get the textbooks, I'd look for the one that doesn't have the highlighting and doesn't have the writing in it, because I wanted to keep it in like pristine condition. And I never wrote in mine. I used post-it notes. But now looking back, it's like I should have got the ones with writing, because I would know what was important and that would like help me save time. Toy Story 2. I Am Spider-Man. This level 2 is probably not going to be exactly the same as this level 2. So you have to take that into consideration. This one's got like some residue, like sticker residue on it. But whatever, it's not bad. The Spider-Man one, that's pretty bent up cover. It's got some sticky residue on the back. Not great, but the inside's good. You can read it, so that's fine. Princesses, Transformers, Easter Egg Hunt, Minions, Amazing Gorillas. So this one, it's got like a bend on the cover. It's got a sticker from a previous teacher, with the previous teacher's name, and a sticker in there with the teacher's name and an old student. But that's fine. These books are to be used, so it's okay if they're used. Baby Otter. This one's got a name, number, a star sticker. Also like extra reinforcement tape on the side. This one, How to Train Your Dragon. Ooh, Night Sky. That one looks in like new condition, which is pretty cool. Okay, so that was my lot. That's all level 2, like $13.50 for all those books. It's pretty good. So then my other group of books, which was the 9 that I spent like $13 on, those were all levels 3 through 5. So, because I got that big group of level 2s, and I really wanted some. Oh my gosh, I can really see my gray. Anyway, sorry. I wanted some higher level books. So, and these are supposed to be like new condition. So that other one was all good, and these are like new. Titanic, Lost and Found. So step into reading level 4 is supposed to be like grades 2 to 3. It's reading paragraphs, so that's what like that looks like. I don't really like the grades listed on the back, just because, I'll have a 5th grader who's reading a 1st grade book, and I don't really want them to know it's a 1st grade book. But I understand that that's really helpful for some people. And I am sorry if I'm like going too fast or too slow. I just figured this might be helpful for people who might not be aware of all the different kinds of books that are out there, all the different kinds of level of readers that there are out there. And then even just like seeing what a level 4 book looks like compared to a level 3 book. Makes it a little easier to know, like, if you're ordering things online and you're not able to like see them in person. So I have the Titanic, and then I've got Eat My Dust, Henry Ford's First Race. So that's a level 3, which is grades 1 through 3 for step into reading. So that's kind of what that looks like. Sorry, trying to center it. No chapters in this one. It's just one long story, whereas the level 4 has chapters. George Washington and the General's Dog. Ben Franklin and the Magic Squares. Arthur. That one. So it comes with stickers, but some of the stickers are gone, which is fine. Like, if I were to give this to my kid, she'd be like, where are all the stickers? But so this one has the stickers on the pages. I'd obviously prefer if that wasn't the case, but that's not too bad. And it actually looks like there's a lot of blue words in here, and I'm trying to find what that means. So, like, if you look, it's got DW is in blue, green eggs, ham, one book, Arthur, baby, diaper. Point out the words printed in blue as you read them. So some of those might be like rule breakers or sight words, high frequency words, names. Truth or lie, sharks. That's kind of cool. Can you uncover the lie here? It's got 4 facts and you have to decide. Twinkie the Dinky Dog, level 3. On the back of the Step Into Reading books, well, at least this one, I'm looking at another level 3 and it doesn't have it on there, but it's got the F&P text level as J, the Fountas and Pinnell. So that's nice to know too, because honestly, I didn't mention earlier, but like all the books, when I go through and I get the AR level and the AR points and the guided reading level letter, it takes forever. Like there's so many different tables from different sources. None of them are the same. So you kind of just have to try your best to pick the one that seems the most reasonable. It is nice when a book has multiple information, like different levels, so you can convert yourself. And actually, if anyone comments on this video and wants one of those documents with the conversion charts, let me know and I will try to post it or share a link to it. Save you a little bit of time. And then I'm not sure what that was. If you heard that, sorry, it was like a weird throat noise. It wasn't a burp. I don't know. The First Thanksgiving and The Bravest Dog Ever, The True Story of Balto. So level 3 for Step Into Reading is grades 1 through 3. Level 4 is 2 to 3. And level 5 is grades 2 to 4. And then level 1 is preschool to kindergarten. Level 2 is reading with help. So like preschool to grade 1. So Step Into Reading only goes up to grade 4. But as a special education teacher, I mean, I only have a few students with math goals. The rest of my students have reading goals. And I mean, my 5th graders are not reading at the 5th grade level. So I have one so close to getting that benchmark 4th grade score. Like, so close. So those are all actually in really good condition. It's hard to find the level 4. And actually, do I even have a level 5 book? Because it said level 3 to 5. I didn't get any 5s. Like when you go on eBay and you look for, or even any website, Amazon, and you look for Step Into Reading, and I will even put in level 4, level 5. It's so hard to find. There's so many level 1s. Like, for sure, the huge majority of Step Into Reading books that I found online for sale were Step 1. Which, I mean, makes sense because you want to get your kid into reading and they're fun and they're engaging, but so that's why I picked this lot in particular because it had 3 through 5. So a little disappointing, but whatever. That's pretty good. So I've gotten some really good books, actually. I'm excited about all the books I got. One more place that I got books was from bookoutlet.com. When I went to that website, they had a sale. It was like, I think it was it might be normal where you spend $35 to get free shipping. And I haven't looked at those books yet. Searched each book I was interested in on the Accelerated Reader website to make sure that it had a test to it. So that was nice. So the ones I got from Book Outlet, they're on AR. Whereas the ones I got on eBay, I didn't know what I was getting. So I'm hoping, I mean, if they're Step Into Reading, they're probably good, but there might be a few in there that aren't on AR, and the whole point is to get books that are on AR. But if they don't have that, then I could put it in my free book pile. Or maybe even I've got a pile of books that I would like to create AR tests for maybe this summer. So the books I got from Book Outlet are, they look like they're in great condition. I got a level 5. Jackie Robinson and the Story of All Black Baseball, sports reader. It doesn't have the grade levels on the back. It just has like a preview of the book, like a normal novel would have, and it's got the F&P text level down there as well. So that's cool. I wonder. See, I'm learning about these books too. I wonder if all the level 5s don't have that list of grades. Fox on the Job, Dinosaurs, All True and Unbelievable, glossary with pictures. That's cool. Samantha the Snob, Pirates, Avengers. So these like I said, I purposely picked. So these aren't a surprise to me. These are books that I actually chose and I knew I was getting. Oh, this one's got a little rip in the back, but otherwise it's in great condition. So that's no big deal. Ready to Read. That's a level 3, Clara Barton. So this one just has the levels. So it doesn't say the grades. It just says level 1, level 2, level 3, and there's pre-level 1. Ooh, Platypus. That's got the F&P on the back. I Am Rosa Parks. And it's got, obviously, the original price on these books. And like this one was originally $5. Oh. Ooh. I open it up and it's got the guided reading level too. I like that. Yep, on the back too. So it's got the guided reader level. Yeah. I get excited over the smallest, most ridiculous things. Like, oh, it's got the guided reading level. Yeah, and this one's got chapters. So that's cool. Penguin Young Readers level 4. So many. Abe Lincoln's Hat. Giant Squid. This is guiding reading level L. So if it's got it on the book, then I would probably just use what the book says as this, like for the sticker for the guided reading level letters that I use, and not even bother with looking at the document and the conversion charts. And sometimes actually Amazon in the book description area, it has some of this information sometimes, but not all the time. X-Men, How It All Began, level 4. So DK reader, this level 4 is proficient readers. That's the highest level they have. So they don't have a level 5, it looks like. Rich vocabulary and challenging sentence structure. It's got a glossary. I mean, this is cool in particular because it's like comic book based. So instead of like captions for photos, it's got the speech bubbles and that kind of thing. But it does have like extra facts on the sides. So that's cool. Sacagawea, and the Nutcracker Ballet. So that's pretty good. It's a ton of books. And I spent it all with my own money, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So like 56 books for AR plus a bunch, plus my Bob books too. I knew I was gonna make a investment and I'd be spending money because at my district we only get $25 to spend on materials every year. I hope that this video was helpful to somebody somewhere. I felt like there's not a lot of videos on YouTube from resource room teachers. There are some, and I watch them, and they're great, but they're hard to find. There's a lot of just gen ed teacher videos, which can be really helpful too. I've watched a lot of those, and some special ed teacher videos where the special ed teacher is not a resource room, it's a self-contained room, which has a lot of similarities to a resource room, but a lot of differences as well. And so I just felt like I would try to make some videos to be helpful for other resource room teachers trying to find some support and resources, and know that I'm thinking about you. I hope you have a great whatever it is you're having.